So you caught a brand taking your content off of social media and putting an ad behind it. According to law, they owe you $30,000. That's right. I'll explain more in this video, why it happens, how it happens, and how you can protect yourself in case you discover this and what you can do next. But first, let's discuss the name of this practice. Watch the entire video. Have you ever heard of the term influencer phishing? Right, it's a thing. Here's an example. Enroll Los Angeles took these 4 creators' videos that they created on social media, stripped the audio, promoted ads on it. So yeah, that's not ethical. Violating the copyright. I'm sure they didn't pay them to whitelist, put an ad behind their original content, and they just did it. And so who is Enroll Los Angeles? Well, I did a little bit of phishing, and actually I don't think it's a company. I think it's just an unethical, ambitious dropshipper. They created a Shopify store, decided to start running ads. They know that because of these women's reputation, because they do a good quality video, because you might have seen it before, they'll put some fake social proof on their website, and you will just go ahead and click it and ignore all the red flags, like the fact that the profile photo is a stock image and they don't have an Instagram page, so they're running Instagram ads. When you click through the Facebook page, it has 5 likes, 8 followers, no friends. And when you actually click through the website, it has no about page, no privacy policy, no return policy, no customer service policy, no address. Meaning that if you never get your dupes, if you have a problem with it, you have no way of contacting this company. When they created the Shopify store, they used a Gmail account. A Gmail account. We all know anybody can create a Gmail account, yet people are going to ignore these signs. And if they were to get caught, U.S. copyright laws say that they could potentially owe these women up to $30,000 per instance. And I know based on my journalism sleuthing that they ran 10 ads per influencer. So they're looking at paying these women $300,000 per instance. $300,000, but that's if they were to get caught. Let's discuss more why they're more likely not going to get caught and what you can do to avoid this. That sucks. Let's expose some of these shenanigans, shall we? Because they're shady business. So this is Aaliyah's face. She's a big fashion influencer. Look at her numbers. Amazing, impressive. You can imagine that she charges something like maybe $5,000 to $15,000 per video. But why charge her that when you could just steal it? You should believe that she's doing it on behalf of them and they provide her the jewelry, which they did not at all. So in the original video that she did, she mentions that she got these pearl drop dupe earrings from Amazon.
Like the Bottega drop earrings, I need you to listen up, because who's gonna spend $1,500 on them earrings? On fake jewelry, not me. And you know what I did? I went right on Amazon. Dupe City, y'all, look. Hold on. And I bought all of the Amazon dupes from the seller and they're all fabulous.
But of course, they're going to cut that part off. And their video sounds like this.
8 down. You need them. I got the large drop earrings. I got them in silver and gold. If you know, you know. Bottega has the audacity to charge us $1,500 for these earrings. Shit, they might even be more. And they're fake. Like, be for real. $30. No. I don't think you hear me. Hello?
So I thought the profile photo looked familiar. It's a stock image from a free stock website. And my friend Christina Marilla uploads images of Black women in tech. And so, yeah. So who is this company? They don't have an Instagram profile. But they do have a Facebook profile. Aha. So when you're on a Facebook page, you see that this page has 5 likes. It's a big brand that's making these dupes that could afford to have a Aaliyah sponsored video, but yet their company has 5 likes. That's a red flag. Stock image, fake profile. What else can we figure out? How about we look at the actual company? Let's go to their website. Let's go to their website. Sidebar. This is a problem in the United States, in the world, just generally people creating these fake sites and getting people to send over money. This Facebook page was started in September 2023, just in time for Black Friday, just in time for the anxious shoppers who are just looking for those last minute deals, got their credit card in hand and just seeing something good and just buying it. Someone you know, you recognize, they're selling dupes. You're just so excited to just give them your money and you don't even think the profile is a stock image. Go to the website. The website has no about page. There's no address for this company on here. There is nothing that says who this company is. I Dream Los Angeles. So let's Google I Dream Los Angeles. Let's see what that is. So I found out it was created in July 2023, this summer, and they opened up a Shopify e-commerce store, and the email is a Gmail account, which anybody can open. It's definitely not credible once you have a Gmail for a merchant. Come on now. This language here is what's called social proof to make you feel like, oh, I've seen it in these places before. You may or may not have. They just made that up. Over 3,000 happy customers for a website that just started in September that's doing these dubious practices. I highly doubt it. I dream Los Angeles doesn't exist. Instead, what I see is this. This is in Russian. Lots of red flags. Don't give your money, people, before you just check the website. No return policy, no customer service, no real physical address. The Facebook page started within the few months. Those are red flags. Do not give them your money. Do not put your credit card in this thing. So that's just a sidebar. Let's get back to the scam and why they're going to get away with it. So according to U.S. copyright laws, there is a statutory minimum, which means that once it's discovered that your copyright that you owned is used by someone else without permission, someone takes your content that you made, whether it's a photo, whether it's a picture, whether it's a video, whatever you made, that's your intellectual property, meaning it came out the top of your noggin, you made it, you own it, you have the right to distribute it, to sell it, to display it. That's your right. In addition, the court could charge them punitive damages, which is in addition to treble damages, and in addition, legal fees, the court fees, if you had to hire an attorney to get them to pay you, to take them, all those fees they're looking at. So what happens if this ever happens to you, if it's a legitimate company, if it's a legitimate brand and they do this, you take this information to them, they don't want to have all these costs. And most likely what they're going to do is settle with you, and may likely settle you for whatever, a large amount that they would have paid had they just asked you before stealing your content. Again, that's if it's a legitimate US-based company. How do they get away with this? First of all, because here's the thing, any company outside the United States, and this looks like it possibly is a Russian company, maybe, who knows, there's no address, wouldn't be subject to US copyright law. So if there's a Chinese company, if there's a company made in Russia, any place outside the United States, you might be a hard time getting them to pay based on US laws. That's an issue. Then you ask yourself, well, how the hell were they able to do the scam in the first place? Turns out Meta recently cracked down on companies that were creating fake profiles or blowing up and making fake pages, starting up and pretending to be US based, but really overseas. There's all these transparency rules that now they have to disclose. So you click, you can find out, oh, this company was formed in Kazakhstan, if that's a country, like 4 weeks ago, and so it's fake, so I'm gonna not give my money because they're not legit. It's possible it's like one of those fake websites. How do they get around that? They get around that because they could just create a creator profile. The creator profile apparently doesn't have those same restrictions as business profiles. So Meta, maybe you want to have the same transparency you have for business profiles. The minute a creator decides to do an ad. Now here's the thing. The only victim to this company. But the good thing that Meta did is they allow me to see other ads that this company's made. When I look at the other ads, look at the other creators, all the other content creators, content that they're stealing, creating fake pages. I'm assuming they're fake pages, to get people who trust and know these influencers to give them money to put in the credit card in a page that doesn't have a customer service, doesn't have a physical address, doesn't have a return policy, doesn't have about, you don't even know anything about these e-commerce. And that's the thing about e-commerce, it makes it so easy. And this is also why the Generation Z, even though people try to say the boomers and Gen Xers and older generation are more susceptible to being scammed, actually younger generations, millennial and Gen Zs, grew up paying and spending money and buying things on e-commerce, so they actually are easier to dupe because you're used to buying stuff off of social media platforms. Before, older generations would see it, study it, go to a physical store and buy it, and before they make a buying decision, where younger people would just actually click and buy it. So anyway, so what do you do about that? Here's what you do about it. I have a letter, a takedown notice letter that you can get. I'll put a link down below. that I sell on my Etsy shop. The minute you realize that that's being done, take this letter and send it to them. So that's the first thing you can do. The second thing you do, if you can afford it, have a staff. You get yourself a team, if you can afford it, to constantly look for when your image is being exploited in social media and flag that stuff, and routinely just go ask the request to take it down. So that's the second thing, because what was at stake here, not only are they violating her copyright and her intellectual property, not only are they not paying her for what they should have had they just paid her, they're also damaging her reputation, because the people who are going to buy these pearl drop earrings because of Aaliyah Face's video and they get scammed couldn't come back to her and say, hey, I got scammed because of you, worked with this company. Meanwhile, she never worked with them. Finally, they're also potentially messing her up. Let's say she did have a brand and there was an exclusivity clause part of her brand deal that's now actually damaged because these folks are putting this content out, another dupe brand. So there you go. So what do? You have a team. You can use my DMCA. And if you're interested in this, I am offering a service where I will audit your contracts, will look at your account, look at your standing, and then give you some feedback. So if you're interested, go apply for that in my link in bio. Otherwise, stay tuned to the account when I may just, when I'm sharing insights, information on the laws as they relate to content creators and breaking down terms in contract agreements on behalf of fellow content creators. So stay tuned to this account. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber, because if you don't, you're going to miss out on all these gems. And it's worth the investment, because if I can help you save money or make more money from busting these brands, or from not leaving money on the table, or not giving away rights that you can actually charge for, the investment in getting me to look at this stuff is going to be worth it. It's going to pay off. So think big picture when you click that link below and check it out, and let me look at your agreements for you. All right, JJ Gat, this is your content creator attorney for the internet. Not really your attorney. I'm not representing to be your attorney, but I'm giving you some advice and decoding contracts for you, because we need as much help as we can get, because there's so many these brands out here scamming. The influencer marketing is like the wild, wild west still, and they're just doing all sorts of shady stuff. So unless you know your rights, unless you step up and know what's going on and demand it, you're going to be taken advantage of. You don't want to be taken advantage of. So let's discuss more. In the meantime, check out this video in the series that I have on influencer contracts. Talk to you soon. Subscribe. Let's talk about it below.